Academic success skills. My daughter took a virtual class over the summer. She was to receive 1 year's credit for 6 weeks of work. In essence, one day equaled 1 week. After the first day or two, she came to me and said, "Dad, I don't think I can do this. This is a lot of information." I said, "Sure you can. Let me sit with you and see what's on the slide, what you have to learn." The class had readings and videos and practice tests to check for understanding, and then it had a quiz. Each day she had to complete a quiz, multiple choice or essay type quiz questions. As she started the module, I noticed that she was just listening. I then looked at her and said, "Why aren't you taking any notes? Why aren't you writing anything down?" And she said, "I don't know how." I said, "You're in high school and you don't know how to take notes?" And she said, "Dad, they give us our notes. They either give us the PowerPoint slides or they give us interactive notes, and all we have to do is fill in the blanks from time to time, just to make sure that we're paying attention. Not only do I not know how to take notes, I wouldn't even know how to pick out what the most important information is." And then I thought, I go in a lot of schools and I see the teacher giving the PowerPoint slides. I see the teacher going over the lesson. And typically I see kids, students, just sitting there. Then I thought about the skills that freshman students need in college and why the freshman year seems to be so tough for students. They don't know how to take notes. They don't know how to manage time. They don't know how to organize and prioritize a to-do list. They don't know what the important information is. They don't know how to adapt the lesson to match their learning styles. They don't know how to study. They don't have test-taking skills. Since the standards movement, I think we've done a pretty good job of trying to teach the standards, the content to students. But along with teaching the content, we have to teach students how to take notes and how to manage time and how to organize and prioritize a to-do list. We have to teach them how they learn. And then we have to teach them how to match how they learn with the content they're being taught. And then we have to teach them how to study. These skills just aren't for a middle school or for a high school. These skills are necessary to be successful in college and in a career, in life. I know you feel the pressure to teach the content, the standards. I get it. But if we can take a little time to teach students how to take the notes so they can, as they're listening to your lectures and discussions, they can write down and know write down what you're saying and then be able to discern what is important. Managing time so they know that it's a certain part of the day they need to do their work and that they can't wait till the last minute to complete a paper or to study for a test. To create a to-do list. Each learning management system has a calendar. Maybe we need to sit down with them and kind of prioritize, this is when you should study, and this is when you should be online, and this is when you should do your homework, and this is when you should go outside and play and get some of that energy out. And then we have to teach them how to study. So what's best for visual learners? What's the best way for auditory learners? What should kinesthetic learners do? Oftentimes, kinesthetic learners try to sit down at a desk and study for 2 hours, when the research says they can only study for about 15 to 20 minutes. The rest of the time they sit there, it's just wasted time. I urge you as a group of teachers to get together, think about these things, decide on a note, start with just one template for notes, maybe Cornell Notes, and then try other things because there are multiple ways to take notes, but just try to figure out what the best way is to teach your group of students. And then how to use the tools and resources to manage time and to organize and prioritize. And then there's a ton of learning styles inventories online. You can give those to students and find out and talk to them about what's best for them individually.